Stop. This 1934 Washington quarter may look like an old silver coin, but in the right condition, it has reached five-figure auction results. Before you scroll, support our effort. Subscribe, like, and share so we can bring you more videos like this. Today, we are uncovering why collectors quietly search for the 1934 quarter and why some examples are far more valuable than people expect. It's over 90 years old, made of silver, and often hiding in old collections unnoticed. Take a moment, check your change jar, check your family coin box. You might already own one without realizing its potential. At first glance, this coin looks simple and worn. On the obverse, you see George Washington facing left with liberty above and in, God we trust beside him. The date 1934 sits clearly below. On the reverse, an eagle spreads its wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, with United States of America and $quarter around it. A classic design, easy to overlook. But here's what most people miss. The 1934 quarter was struck at multiple mints, and certain mint marks are much scarcer than others. More importantly, this year is famous for doubled die varieties, where the motto "In God We Trust" appears slightly doubled. Collectors call this the light motto and heavy motto variety, and the difference can be extremely valuable. Now comes the twist. Some 1934 quarters show clear doubling in the letters of the motto. Others have die cracks, weak strikes, or unusually sharp details that make them stand out. These small differences turn an ordinary silver quarter into a rare collector's item. Condition is everything. Look at Washington's hair. Are the strands visible? Check his cheek and jawline, smooth wear or sharp detail. Turn the coin over and inspect the eagle. Are the feathers crisp? Look at the lettering. Thick, sharp, and fully visible. Check the rim, full and strong with no flattening. Because this coin is 90% silver, many were heavily circulated, worn down, or melted over the decades. That makes high-grade examples much harder to find today. The highest recorded prices for 1934 Washington quarters with strong details or motto varieties have exceeded five figures at auction. That's an incredible return for a coin many people still consider just old silver. Even circulated examples can carry value due to silver content and collector demand. But uncirculated coins, motto varieties, and era coins are where the real money is. Here's exactly what to check. The date, 1934, the mint mark, if present. The motto, "In God We Trust." Look for doubling, Washington's hair and facial details, the eagle's feathers and wing lines, the rim, full and sharp, any raised lines or unusual marks from die cracks. One very important warning: do not clean the coin, do not polish it. Cleaning destroys the original surfaces collectors look for and instantly reduces value. If your 1934 quarter looks sharp, shows motto doubling, or has strong mint detail, professional grading can make a huge difference. One expert decision can turn an old silver coin into a valuable collectible. The 1934 Washington quarter teaches an important lesson. Value doesn't just come from silver or age. It comes from small details, minting varieties, and condition that most people overlook. Old drawers, old jars, family collections passed down for generations. They often hide coins like this quietly waiting to be discovered. Value hides in ordinary things. And remember, the next great discovery might already be yours. Stop. This 1980 Washington quarter might look like ordinary pocket change, but in the right condition, it has reached five-figure auction results. Before you scroll, support our effort. Subscribe, like, and share so we can bring you more videos like this. Today, we're uncovering why the 1980 quarter is quietly searched by collectors and why some examples are far more valuable than people expect. It's modern, it's common, and that's exactly why it gets ignored. Take a moment, check your change, check your coin jar, check the drawer where loose coins sit untouched for years. You might already own one of these without realizing it. At first glance, this coin looks completely normal. On the obverse, you see George Washington's familiar portrait with Liberty above. In God we trust to the left. And the date, 1980 below. On the reverse, the eagle spreads its wings with arrows and olive branches, surrounded by United States of America and quarter dollar. Simple, ordinary, easy to ignore. But here's what most people miss. The 1980 quarter was minted in Philadelphia and Denver for circulation, and in San Francisco for proof sets. While millions were produced, very few survive today in perfect, uncirculated condition with full mint luster. And that's where collector interest begins. Now comes the twist. Some 1980 quarters show doubled dies in the lettering or date. Others have die cracks, visible as small raised lines across the surface. A few have weak strikes, where design details didn't fully transfer during minting. There are also examples with off-center strikes or slight planchet issues. These small minting imperfections can turn a common coin into a highly desirable collectible. Condition is everything. Look closely at Washington's hair. Are the details sharp? Check his cheek and jawline, smooth wear or crisp detail. Turn the coin over and inspect the eagle. Are the feathers sharp and defined? Look at the lettering, thick, clear, and fully struck. Check the rim, full and strong with no flattening. Original mint luster, that cartwheel shine, is a major sign of value. Here's what surprises most people. Because this coin is not silver and not very old, people assume it has no value. But collectors pay serious money for high-grade modern coins, especially those that survived untouched for decades. The highest recorded prices for 1980 quarters in top condition or with errors have exceeded 5 figures at auction. That's astonishing for a coin many people still spend without thinking. Even circulated examples can carry interest if certain details remain strong. But the real value is in uncirculated, proof-like, or error coins. Here's exactly what you should check. The date, 1980. The mint mark. No mark for Philadelphia, D for Denver, S for proof. Washington's hair and facial detail, the eagle's feathers and wing lines, lettering thickness and clarity, the rim, full and sharp, any raised lines, doubling, or unusual marks from die cracks, original mint shine with no scratches or cleaning marks. One very important warning: do not clean the coin, do not polish it. Cleaning destroys the original surfaces collectors look for and can instantly reduce value. If you find a 1980 quarter that looks uncirculated or shows unusual minting features, professional grading can make a dramatic difference. One expert decision can turn a simple quarter into a valuable collectible. The 1980 Washington quarter teaches an important lesson. Value doesn't always come from silver or age. It comes from condition, small minting errors, and details most people never notice. Old jars, old drawers, forgotten coins from decades ago. They often hide surprising value. And if this 1980 quarter surprised you, the next coin you check might be even more valuable. Value hides in ordinary things. And remember, the next great discovery might already be yours.